was told you might be here. How are things? You got everything you need for the day? Oh, my apologies. I'm Nemu, division head in your section. It's your first day, so I wanted to make sure that you were all set. Oh, I brought you some hot chocolate. Extra marshmallows are pretty popular around here, so I snuck some more in. Your uniform looks like it fits you well. Sometimes they run a bit small, but it looks like you followed the measurements. That's great. And your hat looks good. Not too tight, right? Good to hear. I was told too that you already finished your onboarding paperwork, right? Sounds good. That means I can show you to your desk right away. Conveniently enough, you'll be seated next to me. No worries though, it won't be permanent. I try to facilitate new employees to sit closer by so I can help and everything. Oh, the job isn't too hard, but there is some training that I'd like to walk you through. Follow me, we can get you situated and then we can start. Let's see, to your left is the Makers Division. That's what most people think that we all still do. And don't get me wrong, it is definitely the largest division, but not every elf is a toy maker. Coming up is the Quality Control Division. Their whole job is to test the toys made, assuring safety and quality, making sure we're in line with all of the different countries' regulations when it comes to toys, electronics, that sort of thing. It's a pretty easy job, if you ask me, considering the Claus's toy-making prestige. But they're all very nice. You'll meet some of them soon. And what else? You'd think I'd have my ducks in a row after working here for so long, but I suppose you just start to glaze over it after a while. Oh, just up ahead is the reindeer unit. Their building is mostly detached for smell reasons, but they have a medical division to assure they're all healthy and in tip-top shape. Rudolph? He's a very in-demand reindeer, as you can imagine, especially this season, but I'm sure we can swing by during lunch and see their area. Now we turn right here. I promise we're almost there. If you go left, you will actually see the big guy's office. You saw the inside of that during orientation. It's gorgeous, right? It really does feel like Christmas in there every day. Do you remember the books lined up on the wall? Yeah, those ones. They actually contain pictures of the employees from every year. After each Christmas is over, we all get a big group picture. It's such a fun memory. You'll love it. Oh, I've been in so many now, it's hard to count. I started here a long time ago, yet somehow that picture just never gets dull. It's really something I look forward to. Oh, anywho, let's get you over to your station. Just through these doors and around the corner. It's a big space, but don't let it intimidate you. Everyone here is real jolly. Right over here is the Cocoa Bar. Free refills all day, every day. And just about every type of candy cane you can imagine to plop right in. Oh, good morning, guys. Just a few weeks away. Let's make it count. Those were Janet, Cindy, and Lauralee. They work a few rows down from me, so we might run into them again. For now, though, here is your new desk. You're free to decorate however you like, as long as it's work appropriate, of course. Please. It doesn't have to be Christmas themed. Val has her office space covered in glitter. Janet's is all pictures of her dog. It's the cutest. And mine is, well, you'll see. Here we are. Ta-da! It's a little plain right now, but again, you're free to customize. You also get a little welcome day goodie bag, chocolates, mints, and your nameplate. Lots of people decorate this nameplate too. Just make sure your name is legible, nothing crazy. Have a seat. Yeah, get comfortable. Let me get myself situated a bit here too. Let's see, I just need some of my login information. Pull up my emails. Oh, quite a bit, but that's okay. There we are. Okay, so here is your headset. This is what you'll wear to receive client calls. We have limited callers for you here today, so you don't have to worry about time limits or anything like that. Today is strictly to get you used to sitting in the chair, just going through the work process, you know? Nope, we like to ease new employees into the process. A smooth transition makes integrating much easier overall. So, firstly, you're not even going to be the one to answer a call. I'm going to have you watch me answer. So, you're going to be shadowing me, essentially. Sound good? Perfect. One should come in soon, and as soon as we get a bite, I will let you know. For now, let's get you logged in. There is a little piece of paper that you should have been given at orientation. Do you have that still? Great. Okay, cool. Go ahead and use that info to log in. It'll ask for a username, the password, and for you to add a profile picture. Oh, is this the paper? Don't show me the password. I'm not looking. But that should be it, yes. And then, it'll default to your ID picture that you took for your badge. But you can change it later if you wish. They usually do a pretty good job. Mine looks okay. It's not like a driver's license kind of situation, so it'll look good. It'll look good. Perfect. Yeah, yours looks good. Sometimes one will turn out like a license picture, but thankfully that's very, very rare. And they also let you do retakes, so it's really not a huge problem. Yeah. They try to make things as comfortable as they can here. Mr. and Mrs. Claus run a tight ship, but that doesn't mean that they don't value us. We have a very robust benefits package, and it includes even the stuff most companies don't think about. Little things like the cocoa bar, the amenities, vacation packages, healthcare, even the chairs you're sitting on. They're comfy, aren't they? That's that Christmas magic. Or rather, butt-cooling technology magic. You wouldn't think we'd need it being in the North Pole, but having this many elves in one room is bound to heat up so quickly. You wouldn't think. It gets significantly cooler when a division is out of office, and that's our first call. Listen well, and we'll talk about the process once I wrap this up, okay? You've reached the Helpers Hotline. What can I do for you? Absolutely, I can check the status of your child. Can you spell the last name for me? Perfect, and the first name is... Okay, I see it right here. It looks like the status is set to nice. Hooray! Your child has been on a nice streak for the past 8 months as well, so congratulations. Yes. It seems so. Is there anything else I can do for you? We are close to the deadline, but yes, we are still accepting wishlist updates. Would you like to adjust their list? Excellent. It looks like we have a few things on here. Are we keeping those? Okay, and you want to add... let's see... I see it here in our registry, so we are able to fulfill that request. In-house, perfect. So unfortunately, we cannot guarantee a child gets everything on their list. We do, however, make an effort based on their behavior, and with an 8-month streak, I would say the chance is promising. Of course. Is there anything else I can help you with? Wonderful. Have a jolly day. Bye-bye. See how quick that was? Not all of them will be so easy, but that's a good call to introduce you to the idea. Yes, some can be a bit more difficult. Things like list additions and check-ins are pretty common calls that take little to no time. Sometimes you have more difficult calls like, oh, I don't know, like a parent that isn't too happy about their child's behavior and wants to argue, or a parent calling about how their child didn't get everything on their list. You're sensing a theme, right? Thankfully, the naughty-nice scale never lies, so parents arguing behavior ends the same pretty much every time. They either accept that their kid isn't as nice as they think, or they hang up in a huff. If that's the case, we just put a note in their file and let the next department handle them. We do have another department for it, yes. Allowing things like that to clog up the main call room would, gosh, set us back pretty bad, so we have another department that has specialized training for de-escalation and anger management. It really comes in handy, and usually people don't reoffend. Well, they do have to pass a trial to see if the management was a good fit for them. If they pass, then that means their calls can come through our line again. You don't have to remember this all now, no worries. You'll learn as we go. Would you like to take the next call? Of course. I'll direct you through the whole thing. If we get caught up or have trouble, I can always transfer the client to my line and finish out the call. Sound good? Perfect. Okay. Once the next call comes in, you can pick up your phone or use your headset and press the button right here. Oh, sorry. I should have warned you I was coming in close. But after that, you'll introduce yourself and they'll tell you what they would like to do. If it's another call like the one I completed, you will click here. You see that? Type the last name and a list will come up. Look for the first name and click on it. Right here. Yes, just right there. And, well, that's where it will bring up the client details, and you can check their status to see if they're naughty or nice. If they want to adjust what's on their list, you'll click right here, and you can add things from our registry. This has stuff that we're able to make in-house in our toy department. You can add things that we don't make, but you have to click here and manually put it in. You'll know if a toy is like that if it doesn't have a little candy cane next to it. See here? That's how our program marks things. It makes things really easy to see and remember. So, oh, it looks like it's your time to shine. Just look at me if you need any help, okay? Remember, start with the greeting. You'll do great. Good greeting. Yep, there's the check-in. Good. And right there. Yeah, right there is good. Oh, that's good. The kiddo is nice. Yay. Oh, they want a PlayStation. Okay, so we don't make those in-house. Just go ahead and click that. No, right there, the third option. Right, you got it. Perfect. Now, wrap it up with a send-off. Yep, thank you. Thank you for the call. And wish them a holly jolly day. Perfect. You did great. That was an excellent first call. Well, yeah, that was one of the more standard call types, so we get those pretty frequently, but there are many more. I'm just happy you did good on that one. I'm so proud. But we can go over the different types. It'll just mostly be calls like the ones that you just answered. Oh, now I wouldn't want you to take on too much all at once, so we can stick to the easy ones for now. I really wouldn't recommend it. Sometimes parents or clients in general can get pretty defensive over their little angels. I'd hate for you to have such an unwelcoming experience on day one. Unfortunately, it does happen. As magical as the workshop and this job is, it comes with its own plights every now and again. Thankfully, we have the training to alleviate these issues quickly, but that doesn't stop them from happening totally. Tough skin. You're full of surprises, aren't you? Fine. Let's just run through a scenario. You get a call and do a requested behavior check. The client says that their child should be on the nice list and is verbally upset when you say that the opposite is the case. How do you respond? Transfer them to the other team. Mostly correct, but do you know how to do that? Well, that would be pretty important, wouldn't it? It isn't too hard. Just go ahead and right-click on the child's name and select whichever parent is speaking to you. If they aren't in our system, we manually input the information, though that really doesn't happen too often. And this icon will open their file. Make sure to check the bow next to their name and then press save right here in the upper right corner. Now once you do that, you still have the client on the phone, so you want to make sure that they are either transferred seamlessly or are calmed down. So to transfer a phone call, you have to press this button right here on your headset. This will automatically send them to the next call department. Yeah, that's pretty much how we handle those situations. It's not too hard once you get the hang of it, but we don't usually have people new to the team handle those. That's sort of the thing that tends to scare new employees away. Oh, it's easy to think that nothing negative can happen in such a magical place, but unfortunately, clients aren't something that we can control, so we do occasionally get the negative Nancy. But on top of the secondary department, we also have personal pods that can be checked into if you need a break from, you know, anything bad that might happen. I can show them to you later if you'd like. Perfect. Until then, we can just wait for a call and ask for it and it shall come. Would you like to answer this one? You already seem pretty confident. Go on and answer with the right... Yeah, you got it. Oh, not in a very jolly mood it seems. Do you want me to take over? This might be a bit out of your... Alright. Just motion and I'll take over. Oh my gosh. Are they yelling? Oh. Okay, that's quite enough. Let me go ahead and transfer them to the next department. Oh my goodness, what a minty maniac. I heard them yell from my seat. Your poor ears. Are you okay? No, that was completely out of line. Don't even worry about marking them in the program. I'll take care of it. Just, here we go. What was their name again? Okay. And, okay. There's that. And, oh, wait, you already managed to get it. Okay. Oh, you really didn't have to, but good job. You were quick on the draw, but that was a bit too much for day one. Why don't we take a breather? Of course, we can walk around a bit and grab some cocoa. We'll shake off all of those bad vibes over some marshmallow topping. How about that? They still hurt? Here, let me take a closer look. Oh, I see. Here, let's get you to a break pod. I can take a closer look and you can get a peaceful break. Oh, it's that thing that I was telling you about earlier. I would have hoped that you could see them in a much nicer tour kind of way instead of an urgent need kind of way, but I suppose you can see them in action this way. I'm so sorry about this all. This certainly wasn't what I would have chosen for your first day. But, well, we help Santa. We can't read the future, so we are doing our best. Here we go. It's not much, but it's a big enough space to accommodate you. It's pretty much a personal break room. We just call them pods because of their size. It allows a quiet place to unwind, and they're mostly used after a bad client comes through, so this is as good of a time to show you them than ever, I guess. It has some ambient lighting and a desk with some magazines. What is this one? This week's is a National Geographic, but they switch them out fairly often if that's not to your tastes. Here, have a seat. Do you mind if I look in your ear? Those headsets are pretty high quality, so I imagine that level of audio did a number on your ears. No visible damage, but how do you feel? I can imagine that would give you a headache. That's entirely understandable. Here, lay back on the chair. It has a recline feature somewhere. Oh, there it is. There. how is that? Oh, and you have a pillow here. Let me take a look. Here. Headaches can be such a nuisance, but thankfully they're pretty easy to cure. With a little rest and some TLC, it's pretty easy to defeat one quickly. Oh, I've always employed this method to rid myself of them. It's something my grandma taught me. Just lightly massaging around the ears and your temples. Sometimes she would run her fingers through my hair to stimulate the scalp a bit too. Using this method, I don't think I've had a headache longer than 10 minutes. If you need more time, of course, I would understand. This wasn't exactly the best way to start your employment here. I won't say I told you so, because, well, frankly, that would be a bit mean, but I will ask that you let me handle those calls from now on, at least until you're properly trained. I wouldn't want to scare away my latest employee. I'm sure the big guy wouldn't appreciate me letting you accept a call like that either. And, well, I'd hate to stress him with something so silly this close to the big night. Oh, you don't have to worry about that, though. With you being so new, it wouldn't be fair to throw you right into the deep end. You'll have much of the new year to learn and see how things work, and it will hopefully prepare you for the full impact of Christmas work. Until then, you pretty much will just get to do the light work and watch the magic happen. No, we won't rush you. That would be horrible for employee retention, and Santa finds that to be incredibly important. To be fair, there are only so many elves that he can employ. It wouldn't make sense for him to be mean. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made you laugh while you have a headache. Here. Let me focus on releasing some of that tension you're holding on to. Can I touch your hair? No. We wouldn't usually handle situations like this in such a way. However, today hasn't exactly been a normal day. So, I think, considering the circumstances, it's alright to handle things in a more unique fashion. Plus, I like to make it a habit to take care of our new hires. If gently scratching your scalp and running my fingers through your hair helps, I don't see it as a problem. As long as you don't get the wrong idea. I'm not trying to commit any HR violations here. Saint Nick knows we're busy enough handling what's on our plate as is. Wow. The scent of your shampoo is so festive. Is that cinnamon and pine? Wow, how delightful. It smells just like the forest out back and a warm, toasty fire. I see. The shampoo we have in the gym locker rooms are peppermint and something else. They're very refreshing, but sometimes it's so strong it can bother your eyes. Though, that might just be a me problem. I haven't heard anyone else complain about it. That happens to you too? Well, I'm glad I could warn you. It gets especially strong at shift change, since every elf will try to get their gym sessions in before their shift. I'd avoid it for at least 15 minutes before then. The air cycles pretty quickly, so it shouldn't bother you after that. It's almost scary, isn't it? How efficient everything is. Like Santa personally thought of everyone's comfort when putting this place together. He's constantly updating it as well. Adding things that we want, removing or updating things that are outdated. He's a wonderful boss, truly. That sounds incredibly corporate, but I don't think I've worked for any company that has ever been this compassionate. Yeah, I've worked in a few different places, but I think this is the one I'll stick with. Enough of that, though. Let me focus hard on getting rid of this headache for you. I'll just, keep lightly tracing my nails along your scalp. And slowly, the tension will fade. Little by little. Minute by minute. Such repetitive motions are making me tired. Don't let me fall asleep as I do this. No, actually I have to hop on a meeting in a bit, so I really can't fall asleep. No worries, no worries. You can have my attention until then. So, just let your head rest and get back to a good state, alright? As a matter of fact, the faster you feel calm, the faster you can get back to it. If you want to, that is. Completely understandable if not. I only said that because of how confident and eager you are to learn. It's nice. The effort, the anticipation to learn the next thing. So you run off managerial praise, do you? I'll be sure to remember that. Oh, no, don't get embarrassed. I think we all like a bit of recognition and praise. It's natural to want to be congratulated on your hard work. And as a manager, I like to try and find what encourages each of my employees. And to keep it between you and I also appreciate a compliment on the quality of my work, too. Well, you seem like you're feeling much better. How about that? Did the head scratches help? Well, I'm happy to hear. I did have that meeting coming up, so I'll need to take care of that, but I think it might be best if you stay here a bit longer and get yourself ready to go back out there. I'd recommend at least another 10 to 20 minutes, but please consider your comfort level. Don't push yourself too hard. Oh, of course, yeah. Whenever you're ready to come back, you can use the rest of your desk time today to, I don't know, watch some of those training videos in the employee portal. Unless you already finished those. No more customers for you today, I'm afraid. You've had enough training like that for today, I think. So, focus on resting up and getting back in there. I'll be at my desk so you won't have to sit all alone when you get back. You've said thank you so many times. Please, it's really no big deal. I think any manager worth their pay would care for their employee. Now, get back to resting. I'll see you out there soon.